In the study of music history and contemporary practice, we often encounter a fundamental distinction between different types of creators. This isn't about skill level or importance, but rather about approach and impact. We can broadly categorize many musicians as either musical artists or genre musicians. These terms help us understand how creators navigate the landscape of sound and style. They highlight different pathways to influence and different relationships with established musical traditions. Let's explore what defines each category. A musical artist is typically known for a unique sound, style, and artistic vision that extends beyond the confines of a single genre. These creators are often restless experimenters. They blend influences, push boundaries, and their work frequently evolves over time, sometimes dramatically. Their creative identity is paramount, often leading them to forge new paths rather than strictly adhering to existing ones. They might start in one style but feel compelled to explore others, sometimes creating entirely new fusions. Consider David Bowie as a prime example. His career saw him inhabit numerous musical identities, moving seamlessly from folk rock to glam rock, soul, electronic, and industrial sounds. His artistry was defined by constant reinvention and a vision that transcended any single genre label. On the other hand, a genre musician tends to focus intensely on one specific musical style. They dedicate themselves to mastering the conventions, techniques, and spirit of that genre. They often become paragons or even pioneers within their chosen field. Their strength lies in embodying and perfecting the hallmarks of a particular style. They work within its framework, deepening its expression and often becoming the definitive sound for many listeners of that genre. AC/DC serves as a classic illustration of a genre musician. For decades, they have remained firmly rooted in high-energy blues-based hard rock. Their signature sound is instantly recognizable and has changed very little, representing the core essence of their genre with unwavering consistency. While both musical artists and genre musicians contribute immensely to the musical landscape, their approaches differ significantly across several aspects. Understanding these differences provides valuable insight into their respective impacts. In terms of creativity, musical artists are often characterized by their experimental nature. They are driven by a desire to explore new sounds and structures, sometimes challenging listener expectations. Their creative process might involve deliberately breaking from established norms. Genre musicians, conversely, demonstrate creativity within the established framework of their chosen style. They innovate by refining techniques, writing compelling songs that exemplify the genre, or pushing its emotional depth, but they typically stay within its sonic and structural boundaries. Sound evolution is a key differentiator. A musical artist's sound often changes significantly over their career, reflecting their ongoing experimentation and evolving artistic vision. Their discography might present a diverse sonic journey. A genre musician's sound, however, tends to remain remarkably consistent and instantly recognizable throughout their career. Their fans appreciate this consistency, knowing they will receive a perfected version of the style they love with each release. The impact on music also varies. Musical artists are often the ones who push the boundaries of sound, fusing disparate genres and influencing future generations to explore new sonic territories. They expand the very definition of what music can be. Genre musicians play a crucial role in upholding tradition and defining genre standards. They provide the foundational examples and benchmarks that new artists within that style aspire to. They preserve the identity and integrity of a genre. Finally, their fan bases often reflect these differences. Musical artists may attract a wide-ranging audience drawn to their unique vision and willingness to evolve, appealing to listeners across multiple genres. Genre musicians typically cultivate a dedicated base of enthusiasts who are deeply passionate about their specific style. These fans appreciate the artist's mastery and commitment to the genre's conventions. Both musical artists and genre musicians are absolutely essential to the health and vibrancy of the music world. They fulfill different yet equally vital roles in its ongoing development. Musical artists are the risk-takers, the innovators who challenge the status quo and redefine musical possibilities. They prevent music from becoming stagnant by constantly introducing new ideas and sounds. Genre musicians are the guardians of tradition. the purists who preserve the heart and soul of specific styles. They ensure that the core elements and historical lineage of genres are maintained and celebrated. Comparing specific examples can further illuminate this distinction. Consider the Beatles versus the Beach Boys. The Beatles famously evolved dramatically, moving from early rock and roll and pop into psychedelic, experimental, and diverse sounds. The Beach Boys, while incredibly innovative in their own right, largely stayed within and refined the surf rock and harmonic pop genres they helped define. They pushed the boundaries of production and arrangement within that style. Another comparison could be Radiohead versus Metallica. Radiohead began in alternative rock but quickly ventured into electronic, experimental, and atmospheric soundscapes, constantly reinventing their approach. Metallica, while evolving their production and lyrical themes, has remained a defining force in heavy metal. Their core sound and structure have stayed consistent, solidifying their place as genre titans. Ultimately, both types of creators enrich our musical lives in profound ways. The artists who push boundaries inspire us with their vision, while the musicians who perfect their genre provide us with touchstones of style and tradition. Which approach resonates most with you as a listener or creator? The boundary pusher or the genre master?